Yeah, let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. And if you're new to the show, this is what we do. We talk real live sports right here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. This first story comes from ESPN.com. New York Jets are finalizing a trade that will send quarterback Justin Fields to the Kansas City Chiefs, pending a physical. Very important to know, by the way. The Chiefs are expected to send a 2027 sixth-round draft pick to the Jets in exchange for Fields. Other teams were interested, but Fields' preference was to go to Kansas City. In Kansas City, Fields will back up Patrick Mahomes, who is returning from a torn ACL. Gardner Minshew, Mahomes' backup last season, signed in free agency with the Arizona Cardinals. The Jets signed Fields to a 2-year, $40 million contract last March, but he struggled as the team's starting quarterback and was eventually benched for Tyrod Taylor. Another one bites the dust for your boy Justin Fields. I don't want to celebrate a man's downfall or nothing like that, especially a man that I ain't got no hate for, no disdain. I ain't got no real feelings, man. But I can see how emotional you were when you played for Chicago. Then you left there. You went to the Steelers. Looked like a brand new look for you. Get there, did bad there, and became the backup for Russell Wilson. Then get shipped off to the Jets. You get to the Jets, and the same story, essentially. You do bad, you get benched for Tyrod Taylor. Now you getting shipped off to Kansas City, where you like second, maybe third string or something. I believe second string until Patrick Mahomes gets back, QB2. Point is this. Especially when I saw that article about you, or that story came out about you crying in the closet with your dog after a loss or something like that. It sounded like something Caleb Williams would do. The guy with the painted fingernail. Didn't he cry with his dog at one point? Something. Y'all one and the same to me at this point. The only thing that separates y'all is the fact that I don't think you got your fingernails painted, Justin Fields. Other than that, you were Caleb Williams. The only thing, the thing about that situation is I know you probably looking at Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears' recent success like, dang, I told everybody that organization was tainted. Now look at them. This is my fourth team. This is my fourth team. And the Bears are actually looking good. So apparently, it wasn't the squad of the franchise. It was me. Justin Fields, team number 4, on your way through your NFL career. Man, I wish you luck, but at the same time, you got to stop being so emotional, bro. I believe you come from Ohio State, too, so that's probably why I don't really care too much about you. But good luck, brother. Justin Fields to Kansas City, how do you feel about it? Is that a good team for him, or is his career on the tail end? Go off in the live chat, the comments, or call into the show. I just realized I had the wrong thing. Justin Fields going to the Chiefs. Tell me what you think about it. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Keeping it moving. Talking about football still. We're going to switch up the actual topic, man. God, man, I can't believe I just did that whole thing and didn't have the right lower third title up there. Anyway, Troy Aikman, this is coming from NBCSports.com. Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman likes some of the ways the NFL has made the game safer than it was when he was playing. But he thinks one rule change designed to reduce wear and tear on players' bodies may actually cause some injuries. Aikman, the color commentator for Monday Night Football, who has also served as an advisor to the Dolphins, said on the Rodeo Time podcast that when he was playing, training camp was much more physically demanding than it is now. Quote, Wichita Falls is the hottest place on earth. Back then, you did 2 days in that kind of heat. Day after day after day. 2 practices a day in full pads. Now the restrictions, probably for the better. Players aren't as taxed as they were, end quote. This is said by Troy Aikman, by the way. Aikman added that there's a trade-off. Players aren't as physically prepared at the start of the season. Call us old school, but I agree with Troy Aikman. I think essentially there's some truth to it. The level that they were preparing their bodies for, their minds for, with all that training in the heat and stuff like that back then, I feel like, yes, it did prepare you for the intensity of professional football, American professional football. Yes. The fact that the players aren't training as much or in the conditions that y'all were before, now it makes sense that they aren't able to sustain a career as long as you are, or that they are getting injured more because they aren't practicing. So, yes, it makes sense. The correlation really makes sense. I will say that. So, it's like, what are you really asking for? The players to – it seems like you're in agreement. Troy Aikman, it seems like you're in agreement with the standards of safety being lower or honored, or the quality of safety being, being better in the NFL with practicing in the games. But it also seems like you on some old man complain stuff. Like, yeah, back in my day, it was a lot tougher then. They're not tough now. But I like that they're protecting the kid. Like, what side are you on, bro? Pick a side. That's the only thing I didn't like about that. Pick a side. I agree with you, but double down. Stand 10 toes. Troy Aikman, don't say that you think it's safer and it's better for them. Just say, nah, I think it's making them soft. And if they're going to continue, unless they want to start playing flag football or switch up how they're going to contact completely, then yes, they should be preparing their body for the toughest conditions, in the toughest conditions. That I agree with. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Yeah, we do have more topics. Okay, a couple more topics we're going to get through real quick. You might have already saw one of them, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to actually get through it this time. So, we got this whole situation with the NBA and the expansion. I'll actually tell you, this is coming from yahoosports.com. The NBA has been experiencing Western Conference supremacy since the moment Michael Jordan retired from the Chicago Bulls for the second time following the 1998 NBA Finals. East teams have won plenty of championships over that time period. Most recently, 2019 Toronto Raptors, 2021 Milwaukee Bucks, 24 Boston Celtics, but no one disputes that life is always harder in the West. With number one recent picks, Victor Wembanyama and Cooper Flag both landing in the West via the draft lottery, the Western Conference should continue to be superior even moving forward. NBA expansion, however, is just ahead. With the vote coming at this week's board governors meeting to start the process of adding 2 new teams for the season of 2028-2029, with franchises in Seattle and Las Vegas expected to be added. One existing team is going to move east. The league has narrowed its choices down to 2 candidates: the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. You can see behind us right there, pause. All right? Those teams are on chopping block on the west to go to the east. The opportunity to move to the east feels almost as important as draft lottery results. One of these teams is about to have a much easier path to contention going forward in the weaker conference due to factors totally outside of their control. This is what I will say about this situation. If you can see this behind me, we have the map of Minnesota and Memphis. Minnesota and Memphis right here, right? Now, we got all the West teams over here, and then we got the East teams over here. Now, which team between Minnesota and Memphis do you think belongs in the East? Right now, the way they're splitting it, they're saying Minnesota belongs in the East. But this line should actually go from here and through here. Right? That's what it actually should, because Minnesota is considered the West. So it should go through here, including Minnesota. But the way they're making it in this image, they're saying, hey, Minnesota is already in the East. They think that makes sense. I think Memphis should be in the East. Technically, they both should. The line should go straight down here and even cut off New Orleans Pelicans, who are in New Orleans right here, just below Memphis, if you ask me. So it should be Memphis, Minnesota, and New Orleans in the East. And that line should go straight down here and go just east of Texas. And then they should add, they should add Seattle, and they should add Las Vegas. Somewhere over here. What's they got? Las Vegas there? They should add Vegas and Seattle. Get them 2 teams and add these 3 teams to the East. Maybe add 3 teams to the West. I wouldn't be against that either. But at the end of the day, I love the idea of the expansion. I love the idea of Seattle getting their team back. Hopefully they just keep the brand as the Seattle Supersonics. Bring back the colorway, switch up the colorway, the logo a little bit. Oh, man, it'd be so legendary. It'd be so legendary for Seattle Supersonics to come back. Las Vegas, I'm always on the fence about Vegas getting sports teams, the Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Aces, that type of thing. I'm on the fence about it, but it is what it is. That's where the money resides. So, I mean, it's the inevitable at this point. But, yeah, I think Minnesota should be in the East, Memphis should be in the East, and New Orleans should be in the East, and then Seattle and Vegas should go in the West, and they should maybe add one more team to the West as well. That's my thoughts. Always thought Memphis should at least be in the East. Don't even make sense to be in the West, and it's all the way right here. Grizzlies, right here. Just underneath Chicago and the Pacers. But they got them in the West. Don't even make sense. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. All right. So we got this next topic right here. It's March Madness time. Let's get busy. Let's get straight to it. As a matter of fact, the first 4, those games, I believe, just wrapped up or in process now. I believe I saw that Howard just won. They beat UBMC, some school like their first ever NCAA March Madness win. They officially move into the March Madness bracket now, which you can see behind us. Pause. You can't see any of the details, but this is essentially what it is. The first round hasn't technically kicked off yet. That's what all of these schools that you see right here behind us. First round and kickoff, they're waiting for the first 4, which just essentially fills in the 4 other slots that they have available in each one of the 4 regions. But we're about to actually break this down as far as March Madness because I don't understand all of it either. So I got this story that's actually coming from, here we go. It's coming from ESPN.com. So 31 teams automatically qualified by winning their respective postseason conference tournament. All right, 31 teams. The remaining 37 teams must earn an at-large bid determined by selection committee. What's the selection committee? We'll talk about that later possibly. What's the first 4? The first 4 elimination games cut down the number of teams from 68 to 64 for the first round. The men's first 4 games airs March 17th through the 18th. So that's today, March 17th, Tuesday, and then that's tomorrow. So the tournament technically started today, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. The first 4 continues tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. And the women play March 18th through the 19th. What is Selection Sunday? The 68-team field and seeds for the men's and women's tournaments were revealed on March 15th. That's Selection Sunday when the seeds are revealed. What is March Madness? March Madness is the term used to describe the annual men's and women's NCAA Division I basketball tournament. Every March, 68 teams play in up to 7 rounds of single elimination games for the chance to win a national championship. Who invented the term March Madness? H.V. Porter, an Illinois High School Association official, first used the term March Madness in a March 1939 essay about the excitement surrounding the state high school basketball tournament. 1939. Business then got business since then. They done coined the term, a.k.a. trademarked the term, the phrase, Final Four. They also trademarked Elite Eight, Final Four, Sweet 16, all of that jazz. So, just a little bit of history behind March Madness, how it operates, things of that nature, just in case you didn't know, I didn't know. So, it starts off with 68 teams, and it goes down to 64. There's 32 teams on each side. 32 teams on each side. 16 in each region. All right, 16 in each region, and then it literally just goes boom, 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 boom. So after the first round, it's the second round. That brings it down to 32 teams. The third round brings it to the Sweet 16. The fourth round brings it to the Elite Eight. The fifth round brings it to the Final Four. The sixth round brings it to, the championship. Something like that. Something like that. All right, but it's a lot of teams, a lot of games. I used to do brackets every year. I'll tell you right now. I do multiple brackets. One, I always have Michigan State going all the way. I have Michigan going all the way. Man, excuse my backdrop. Michigan going all the way. Michigan State going all the way. And by all the way, I usually mean either the national championship or winning it all. I usually have the team that's ranked like all the teams that's ranked number one in their region go to the Final Four, and then I just kind of pick from there, which I haven't looked at right now. All the teams that's ranked number one in the Final Four, which I can look up right now. I mean, not in the Final Four, but in their region. And then I kind of, I kind of wing it. If Eastern Michigan is ever in it again, I always got them going as well. So that'll be 3 different brackets as well. Now I'll do a fourth one. All right, so let me see. Can I get the bracket somewhere? Let's see if I can grab this bracket. What is this? Yeah, this is not the official bracket. So you gotta go like the official source, NCAA.com. NCAA.com. We're gonna go to the official source, right? NCAA.com. Go here, March Madness official bracket. There we go, official bracket. So in the, I don't know what. The East region. In the East region, Duke is number one, as we would all expect. In the South region, Florida is number one. In the Midwest region, Michigan is number one. And in the West region, Arizona is number one. So I have all of them going. And honestly, if I had to choose one out of them, it'll probably be Michigan. So I probably have Michigan going on 2 different brackets. Or at least just one, and then I'll make 3. So, other than that, I probably have, I hate to say Duke, but I probably have Duke winning it all. Outside of that, I really don't think they're going to be the ones. I just want to run through this real quick. Heard there was a kid from Alabama who's their number 2 scorer who recently got arrested, charged with felony possession. That's unfortunate. I couldn't. I mean, you can never really guess. Who's really gonna go, or who's really gonna win it all at the very least. But I got faith in my boys, Michigan State. I'll say shout out to Duke, and if I had to pick one more team, Michigan State, Duke, and Michigan State, Duke. You know what? I'm gonna say Purdue. Purdue's pretty jazzy bazzy, man. They beat Michigan in the Big Ten tournament. Big surprise and upset. So I'll say Purdue. I got them going all the way too. That's my prediction. At least in the Final Four, Michigan. Well, Michigan State and Duke in the same region, in the East region. So I don't know about that. I have Michigan State beating Duke, even though I'm pretty sure Duke. I have Michigan State beating Duke in one bracket, and then Duke beating Michigan State in another bracket. Let's just say that. But other than that, let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat, the comments, or call into the show. 313-466-4386. We are not done. I do have, one more topic. And I got to get out of here. Last one. We're going to talk about the dog. The hometown kid. By hometown, I mean Kalamazoo, Michigan. Mr. Derek Jeter, the all-star Hall of Famer himself. This story is coming from FoxNews.com. New York Yankees legend Derek Jeter believes that trophies are earned, not handed out to everyone for participating. Derek Jeter, who's 51, was seen giving his daughters a pep talk in his car during Fox Sports' broadcast and told them the goal was to win. After the broadcast showed the clip in the car, the five-time World Series champion lamented that trophies are given out to people who don't win. Jeter and his wife, Hannah Jeter, have 4 kids together, 3 daughters and 1 son. The former Yankees captain started off his pep talk with his kids with the intention of having fun when you play. One of Jeter's daughters asked if he would be proud if they finished in last place. Jeter responded that he would be as long as they worked hard. One of Jeter's daughters asked if he would be proud. Oh, yeah, I already said that. If he worked hard. I didn't mean to do that again. I meant to. There was a quote, something that he said to be specific in regards to that. But he was basically saying, he basically told them that, yeah, I'm not with the participation trophy stuff. It's about winning. Like, yeah, if you have fun along the way, that's cool. But you're supposed to win. You're supposed to go out there and dominate. Crush them all. He like, that's what you're supposed to do. It's about leaving with the win. You have fun in the process, but you want the result to be a win. And I understand and respect that. Now, you can call that old school as well. But I like that. Everybody getting a trophy is just like, what? What's my incentive to work harder? Well, I mean, what, you going to get a first place trophy, a bigger one? In some cases, they don't even do that. Everybody get the same trophy. Or they don't even keep score. They don't even keep score these kids' games. What? No. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Somebody going to have to do better. You need to motivate these kids, man. That is not motivating them, man. Like, and what other aspect of life is that preparing you for? Where everybody in the end, no matter how hard you work, is still getting the same incentive or same result or same reward. I don't agree with that. I agree with Derek Jeter. I agree with Derek Jeter. Like, let's keep the trophies to the winners of the game. And let's get back to keeping score as well. Unless you have a special situation. Other than that, keep score all these kids' games, bro. I don't like that then it's just a scrimmage. You done brought us all out here for a scrimmage. Which is cool, but bro, I'm not trying. I don't want y'all to fancy up a scrimmage like it's a game. Nah, fam. We not doing that. So yes, make it so that there's no more participation trophies, and you got to win if you want a trophy. That's what it should be. Only winners get trophy. Not second place or third place either. First place. All that money y'all's gonna spend on all them trophies, make that first place trophy bigger. Give them a ribbon, a certificate, and a trophy. And a gift card somewhere to like Applebee's or something. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call them to the show. 313-466-4386. Oh, snap. Got to get up out of here, man. Obviously stayed up way too late and waited till the last minute of the weekend to even do a show. So forgive me for that, but I appreciate you for kicking with KCMC. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate you for talking sports, baby. We up out of here.